These are our standard wild horse yards. As you can see, I'm about 6'2", maybe a bit less than that now, and we run a 3.1 82 nominal bore post, so this is about 89 millimeters on outside diameter. We'll record all of these on the platform so you can read them, but we run this top rail, the mesh rail, at about 1200 to 1250 mil, and we run a 440 mil gap between these two. So this post is 600 mil in the ground, and we'll show you in a shake. When we put the concrete in there, we work them up off the ground to get them all the same height. So for us, all of our gate caps are all the same height. Most important, don't ever try and ride a horse under these caps. So many people in the outback die from riding under a post cap. Walk them through. The idea of having a post cap, you see how this middle post here is in the open. So that one going that way is all supported that way, and that one going that way is all supported that way. But they're not supported that way, obviously. But this one's supported going down here, so this is the T-bar. If you have a lot of livestock, more cattle than probably horses, if they come rushing through here and they keep hitting this rail, it'd be like a tooth, you know, it starts to get loose and it keeps going. So what we do is we stick a cap rail over the top. So now that's supported all the way through that way, and we've got this T-barring in the middle. So this can never move this way, and it limits those ones from moving in those directions. So that's our standard one. Now, these are the mesh. You can put rails, and I'll give you the measurements of the rails. It's quite time consuming, but it is a really good yard. We go for this mesh. This mesh is around about, I think I get it for about $35 a sheet. Comes in a 6 meter length, and it's about 1.1 to 1.2 mil. I think it's 1190 mil, I think. So that's why we get our 1200. And the gap off the ground next to a new mascot here is around, leave it alone dog, is around about 140 mil off the ground. And of course, we're on a bit of a slope here. It's not a huge gradient, but if you just have a look with the camera as you look around, we're going downhill, but you'll find that most of the rails, nearly every single rail matches a rail somewhere, well, virtually all the way through the yard. So even though this slopes down probably 3 feet, over 100 meters, all the rails match all the way through. And it's a really nice job when you walk through the yard and all your rails aren't at a different height. And that's due to your string line. And when you start off, you know, onto your next job, you've got your top cap that goes over, so you spirit level that, so you know that's straight. So you just simply measure down. I always measure to the center of the post, and so that's you know, 820 mil. So you go over here and you measure down. Yep, exactly 820 mil. So now you've got your rail that's exactly the same all the way through, but now we're going downhill, so you'll stage that accordingly as you go through. Obviously this is our new compound here, and this is all where we're going to make gates and show you how to do hinges and everything else. The only variable in this is this is straight off the shelf, this mesh, and it's about probably 5.5, maybe 5 mil thick, and it's a bit soft, but it's like for livestock it's fine. It's actually livestock mesh. But we also, and we're doing it with this one, we get a full sheet of 7 mil Rio. The square is a bit larger, and of course it's 2 mil thicker and it's a lot stronger steel. It's almost like a high tensile steel. And we split that in half, so that'll come in 6 meters long by 2.4, and then we split it in half, so we get a saw and cut it down the middle, and then we end up, it's a little bit cheaper, but about the same when you put your man hours into it, but it's a better product. It doesn't stretch, and you weld it all off and it comes up exactly the same as this. This is a really good fence, and we've never had a wild horse jump out of this. We've had horses that jump, but they won't ever get out of that.